on to you Libras out here. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups. So these three cards right here for you Libras, right? So basically somebody feels like they are entitled to you now. Probably that psycho individual that doesn't want to embrace or give respect up to either side, right? The person that I was talking about last time I did a Libra video, this person done turned into a whole psycho on you because they don't want, see, that's the thing, like they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be shy, but then you chase up on after them the whole time for years and years and years, while at the same time not actually being in a relationship with you. And that's the catch-22 that they're having. Now that you Libras are no longer paying attention to them, now they're essentially trying to get your attention. And because it's a sense of entitlement, right? Truth be told, my dear Libras, it's probably been a long time since they got this kind of quality attention from anyone. And that you Libras willing to actually make the first move, the first real move, the first serious move, I should say, by actually trying to establish something is probably something that they haven't experienced in a while. Anything meaningful, that is, right? anything meaningful, that is, right? So, sorry about that. So the reason why I'm saying that in the first place, right? Why I'm saying that is because of the fact that you Libras, now you don't want them. There's a sense of you Libras being like, hey, you know, it's messed up, right? Like it's messed up. It's you're regretful of the fact that you even approached them in the first place, because look at how much this person turned into a psycho. And then the thing is that the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups, like I've talked about, here they are again. So you have a very disturbed, dysfunctional, obsessive person who is attracted to you. And part of the reason why it is that they are attracted in such an obsessed way is because, like I said, they haven't experienced that much as far as anyone talking to them, or in that sense romantically, or they haven't experienced real interest in they haven't experienced someone being really interested in them. So the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups is obviously them coming, right? Them coming back, saying what's up, trying to, you know, re-enter into your life, you giving them attention. And like I said before, prior to this, the Five of Cups, you know, you are regretful because you're like, you know, you wish that you would have known this prior to. But the Knight of Swords represent how you Scorpios, you Libras just need to tell them. Just tell them that you're not into them, because tell them why. Tell them that they basically told you no because they're too shy, right? And this is what I mean this is why I don't respect the shy stuff. They're not shy now. They're not shy now. So how come they're not shy anymore, right? The Nine of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles right here, right? Tell them what it is. And that that after you tell them what it really is, that yeah, you wanted them, but they told you that they were shy. So that's a no in your book, because they did tell you no. Then what is it that you do? After you tell them that, right? They're going to not want to hear what it is that you have to say. when it comes to you Libras telling them straight up. But the responsibility is not on your shoulders anymore. Because like it is, I said before, we don't just ghost everybody. Some people we actually do need to speak up and say why it is that we don't get along with them. I've had to do that a lot of times in my life where the person became so obsessive, I couldn't ignore it, and I had to essentially address it. Like, look, the reason why, let me just speak above the table in high key. The reason why it is I'm not with you is because you made it exceedingly difficult for me to be with you because of X, Y, and Z. Yeah, the person didn't want to take accountability, but now it's above the table. Now it's, it's actually verbally said straightforwardly, outright, why I'm not hanging out with said person. So now if they want to continue to contact me, it's kind of like, are they going to continue to do this and act like there's, I didn't tell them that? And see, the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords right here speaks to how, and again, because of that, you Libras now, you have the Knight of Wands, which is, the thing is that they're not gonna listen to that. So even when you do tell them, but my suggestion to you, Libras, is that if you have their number, don't go up to them and tell them that. If you have their number, tell them that. Don't see them face to face, because anything could happen face to face. But tell them if you have their number, right? Tell them text message or call them. And the reason why is because what you want to do is that you want to put that above the table. You want to make that aware to them, right? Because people will really live off of the interest of not the person didn't specifically tell me this, even though I'm wasting my time. See, so many people nowadays give terrible relationship advice. And this is why a lot of people are spiraling out of control, wanting desperately to be seen and loved and in relationships. But everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people is giving terrible advice. Don't talk about certain things. Don't do this. And it's like, no, we need to actually start speaking up and saying what it is aloud, out loud, for other people to hear. Because what that does is that specifically addresses the situation. And I've talked about this before. One side, terrible communicators. Because one side doesn't like to communicate verbally. They like to communicate with, well, that leaves a whole lot of room for misinterpretations. Speak up. And then the other side likes to communicate straight out verbally. But the problem is that they don't want to actually say, some of them, what they want. And then the ones that actually do have the heart to say what it is that they want or whatever, they're the ones that get a lot of the problems unnecessarily. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. The Devil, the Knight of Swords, Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and then the Ten of Wands, to clarify the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords represents your honorability. The Ace of Swords in this reading represents you told them straight up. So the responsibility, the onus is not on you. You're not doing anything wrong because you have integrity. You're showing your integrity. You are letting them know straightforwardly that you're not into them, not because you were never into them. You're not into them because their character is not matching yours. Who they choose to be is very hyena. And you Libras are learning how to be more and more like lion/lionesses. You're learning how to be a lot more straightforward, how to embrace who you are. All of that is lion talk or lioness talk, right? Because you want to know why you're not into somebody, and it has to be for a valid reason. See, and this is why it is that I speak so much about why you need to have a valid reason, and that not being in a relationship with somebody not for a valid reason, it lowers a person's value. Because if there's no real legitimate reason, then you should say yes. Because if you're looking for love, it's like the story with like the person who's in the water, and they're like, oh, the Most High will save me, and then two ships roll by, and then they said, oh no, the Most High will save them. And then when the person got to heaven, the person was like, how the Most High, how come you didn't save me? And the Most High was like, what are you talking about? I sent two boats to help you. Meaning that if you really want a relationship, if people really want a relationship, there's no room to be so preferential, so particular, to right, so caught up with needing to check off everything, and everything needs to be perfect to the point where it's self-sabotage, right? So the devil card in the Knight of Swords for you Libras, right, speaks to how yet again, you Libras know that you're not into them because of that. You're not into them because there's the shyness, the everything that they've done is hyena business. The shyness in when a person gets themselves into a relationship with you and then they talk about how shy they are, it means that they are not going to give you anything. They're not going to do anything for you. How do I know that to be true? Because I've experienced it. There's many times where I've experienced a person that hounded me down to be in a relationship with them, yo. And I'm over here and I'm being honest with them. It's again, I wasn't disrespectful to them. They've asked me out, and I told them no. And they asked me, well, why not? And I told them straight up, because we don't have a similar value system. You've got these problems, I've got these problems, and I'm just and it's like I'm just being honest with you. Like I'm not like I'm and a lot of them were Libras. Some of them were Libras. And I'm not talking about the person that I was engaged to. I'm talking about some of them were one of them was a Libra. But I respected the person, right? Always. And I'm like, I appreciate it, but no, thank you. Like I'm cool. And I explained to them why and what happened. I didn't get anything. The person would ignore me. We wouldn't talk. Barely would. What kind of? But we are supposed to be a relationship on paper. You don't answer the phone. What are we doing right now? What is this? So what is this? Why did you hound me down to be in a relationship? Telling me things like, come on, let's hang out. Let's be together. And I'm telling the person no, because we do not have value systems, the similar value system. So that's what shyness means. And now that's not my only relationship where they talk about. Every time a person said that they were shy and reserved, it turned out to be hogwash, because the person turned out to be a whole hypocrite. I'm just going to put it out there on the table. They turned out to not practice what they preaching, because they move the goalposts. They basically, not only do they move the goalposts, my dear Libras, but they literally give different price tags to different people. They're telling me that they're shy, which is code for they're not going to do anything, right? They're I don't know how they plan to accomplish this, but they're in a relationship with me, but they're not doing anything, right? They're not trying to do anything, but they want to hide behind the blanket of, well, I'm shy. Oh, boogaboo. Oh, I'm shy. I just feel so violated if I have to do any relationship, anything. They don't talk, they don't call me, but they're too shy to do anything. So that's the point that I'm trying to make here, right? You saw this. This is what I was telling you. They dubbed you, and then they doubled it up with I'm shy. Now that you Libras are doing your own thing, they see you out here. You may be, having something quick fast with people who are down with it, right? But yeah, but you Libras are out here single and you're ready to mingle. You out here mingling, hanging out. A lot of people, you're successful with what you want. You out here mingling. People are down with it, right? For you, what happens? Here they come now, interested. The Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Because that's how it is. Because the Six of Wands is you Libras are not checking for them. But now they're checking for you, says the Ten of Wands. They're calling your phone. They're texting you a lot. And what I'm here to tell you, Libras, is that y'all are not missing anything. This is why it is that when we go back, why it is that I say that, I suggest that you tell them what it is. Because now that it's put above the table, they can't sit there and act like they don't know what's going on. Tell them what it is and then go and handle your business elsewhere. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.